Hello, everyone. It's time for more Metroid Zero mission. I currently have the kitty with me.
Yes. I am here. Hello.
Okay, let me turn down the game volume a bit. I think that's a bit loud. Let's go ahead and go.
Yes.
Yeah, right now I'm in Turian, the final area of the game.
You're pretty close to the end then.
Well,
Unless you're gonna do. Oh, I guess you're probably gonna find other stuff.
yeah. Yep, and the things I'm fighting now are Metroids.
Hey,
I get.
sorry I'm late.
Hey, kid.
See, Teddy has discovered there are in fact a lot of grasshoppers outside. He has
I
discovered
see.
they are very fun to chase. I have remembered he is extremely strong when he's motivated.
I see.
I would
Is
not want
that
to be a
so?
grasshopper out there. Korgzilla's coming for me. Oh, you're already in
What about-
Turian?
Yep.
What about Catzilla? What would you do if
Uh,
Catzilla was after you?
I don't think a cat could yank me over a leash. Teddy almost can. I'm a big guy, that's the crazy part. Not a itty bitty.
Leia could.
Well, that's a little different.
What do you mean? They're obviously exactly the same.
Corporate showed me these images. The same. You know, I actually really like how creepy they made Turian. Like, they
Is
really...
that not the point of an area like that, though?
Oh, it is. It's just that in Super Metroid, they made Turian pretty creepy. But in the original Metroid, Turian was kind of... not... Granted, the graphics were limited, I get it. I don't know. It wasn't as atmospheric. So I liked it. Because one of Metroid's major inspirations is the alien.
Yeah.
And so the sense of, like, isolation, creepy humming machinery, alien life forms coming out of the shadows. Like, even having the Metroids fade in, rather than just being in the level. Alright, Zero, are you ready to become the ruler of video game land?
I'm ready to make silly kitty noise.
Imagine having a. That's ahead of my time. I'm also glad they made Mother Brain's sprite different. Mother Brain's sprite in the original Metroid is an odd one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't
Zero
seen
Mission
it,
took
so...
Zero Mission took a lot of cues from Super Metroid in aesthetics. The Super Metroid kind of rebooted the franchise. A lot of people's first Metroid game was Super Metroid.
Mm-hmm. When did the original come out?
Oh gosh, I think it was the same year the original Legend of Zelda came
I see.
for the NES.
Mm-hmm.
Super Metroid, as was the style at the time, was on the Super Nintendo.
Yep.
It's like the Nintendo 64. They had to put 64 in front of everything. Super Nintendo, they had to put Super in front.
They did like doing that, didn't they?
Yeah.
New Super Mario Bros. Wii.
Yeah.
Instead of New Super Mario Bros. 2, except then New Super Mario Bros. 2 came out for the 3DS. Definitely one of the more interesting choices they've made.
Yeah.
The New Super Mario Bros. Franchise.
I thought the DS was going to be stupid, but when I got my hands on one and played New Super Mario Bros., I'm like, yeah, okay, second screen. Oh, I think you almost had her.
Unfortunate. Yeah,
It's actually kind of a tragedy we never got a good DS Metroid game.
Yeah,
That was
DS,
kind of a dark period in her career.
Yeah, 3DS they had the remake of Samus Returns.
Yeah, that's true. That was pretty close to the end of the cycle of that one, and that one was pretty good because that was kind of the framework that a lot of Dread used. Yeah, as far as the original DS, that was kind of a rough time, Sam. I do think they kind of borked the ending of Sam in the a little bit by shoehorning Ridley in,
mm-hmm.
but it's still a really good.
I have never played the game, so I am very much in the dark.
And say, yes, kid, you're a genius. You're objectively correct anyway about every. Of course you.
What?
Well, you have to. Played the game, but you're never wrong about anything ever, kid. I don't know why I'm doing a weird little puppet voice, pretending to tell you what to say.
Because you're silly, obviously.
Actually, it's funny for some of our similar alignments. You and I seem to have some pretty disparate taste in video games.
Yeah.
Although we agree on a bunch of RPGs. I think, was it you and I that had really similar Pokemon tier list?
Maybe.
I think it was. So Zero, how does that control with a Cube controller. Sorry, I'll leave.
It controls okay.
I just know some GBA games were a little clunkier than others. Cube. It also depended whether you had a Wavebird or a... God, do you remember when that was like a weird premium thing that like blew our mind? Wireless controllers.
Not for me, because I was never alive then when that was
Well,
a
yeah.
new thing.
Yeah, you... Grizz, the first console Grizz remembers is, so he's always not well. But Wavebirds were first launched. Everyone started being able to have wireless controllers at home. That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah. I imagine. Even if I didn't live through it, so I...
Well, especially in our house, because my brother was the kind of person who, when he played games really involved, he'd lose, he would risk yanking the console off of the entertainment center if it was corded.
I see.
So
He was one of those guys, huh?
Yeah, so he'd get a little into it.
Let's see.
One of my favorite things from back when he was new was, and I actually got to watch, I was watching this live with my sister, it was the funniest. She and I were trying to get a Wii for a while, because we didn't pre-order them, and they were not in plentiful supply. He didn't pre-order. And we were watching QVC, because they were going to do a deal on one. Oh, you got her!
Self-destruct mechanism activated. Evacuate immediately.
She heard the Wiis were on sale on QVC, and she's like, "Bye guys, I gotta bounce. Give me a Wii." But we were watching live, and they were demonstrating the Wii, and one of the guys who's demonstrating it didn't put his wrist strap on, and threw the controller straight through the TV, straight into the TV. Just
Whoops.
royally screwed that TV up.
I feel like that's a thing that happened often with
Going up.
the Wii.
Yeah, it was.
Criteria.
Nice. I was about to ask you if you were going to save the animals, but I'm like, damn it, the wrong game again.
Yep.
Yeah, I always liked the Metroid escape sequence.
I still have a minute. What's down here? Nothing. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, they don't give you as much in Super Playtoons. Got a Sonic the Hedgehog through it.
And we're out of here. That's the game, everybody. So that's Metroid Zero Mission. How do you all feel?
Saying nothing. Oh hey, this was the
Is
very
that
first
it?
time we had. This was the very first time we had Zero Suit Samus.
Oh, wait.
Wait, that's like actually it.
No.
No,
Okay.
no, they added this really section. Excellent cutscene of Samus. But yeah, this was actually the first game we got Zeros.
Yep. Zero Suit Samus, everyone. The timing of my escape couldn't have been worse. I was attacked by space pirates and left nearly defenseless. Stripped of my power suit, all I had for protection was my rather useless emergency pistol. Infiltrating the space pirate mothership so armed may have been foolish, but I had no choice.
Get out of the way, Tex. For
Could I survive long enough to escape? An auto-charging pistol. Stun enemies with charge shots. But yep. Now it's a stealth game.
Oh boy. My favorite.
I might also be exception bad. Stealth.
I don't think I've really ever committed to a stealth section in a video game. Like, I just cannot be bothered most of the time.
When my buddies and I played Wolfenstein: The New Order, that's a game I should stream. That's a great game. When I first played it, they've got like these sections. It's like, okay, you're really sneaky, can take some action. What are you gonna do, kid? And then by then, I was already running out with a gun. Like, okay, I guess he's gonna shoot it. I guess he's gonna go in the action approach.
Yep, you're the space pirates.
The Zebesians. Oh, I almost just made a really off joke. I'm glad I...
Mothership map data acquired.
Glad you guys knew me at this age. There was an age I did not have a filter, and it was worse.
Good to know.
If it can be believed.
Save complete.
Hey, the music I like. Superman.
Yes, that
Well,
guy just shot his friend.
When I was a kid, Super Metroid was definitely one of the creepy games I'd play. Because it has atmosphere in spades.
Mm-hmm.
Metroid usually excels at that.
That's true.
Have you played any of them?
No.
Oh, okay. When Zero gets to a Super, I was tempted to play it alongside you. Very fun ever. I like that. It's like, I'll stop this giant armored praying mantis shooter. Pulling for him. The mantis get you.
Nope.
Oh. You know, I think problem is that these space pirates clearly didn't have good parental guidance. I've raised praying mantis before, none of them shot it. Nope, not once.
You sure?
Okay, well maybe they did, but if they did shoot at me, they were really bad at it. Cool insect, though. One of my favorite videos back in like early YouTube was someone had a praying mantis perched on their laptop, and every time the cursor would go by, the mantis would like swat at it. Cute.
That's funny.
Hi, Brave.
Hey.
Hello.
Sorry, I kind of got.
Very good. Look, Mighty Twinkie, the Grasshopper Slayer. Brave's here. Turns out he really likes chasing grass and trying to eat grasshoppers.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew this, but I didn't know we had so many, so I didn't know I would be yanked around the yard.
Silly dog.
I just don't know how such a compact dog without, legs can be so strong.
Short stack
I don't know
superpower.
Yeah, I guess so.
All of the length, all of the muscles that would be strength would be dedicated to length is now dedicated to just strength because his legs are so short.
Does that mean Isabelle hits like One Punch Man?
Maybe.
Okay. Now I have a question upon which contingency of our friend. Okay.
What would that be?
Who do you think's more appealing, Anka or Isabelle? Well, I know what you say. That's not a hard one to surmise.
Isabelle. The answer is Isabelle.
Really?
I don't
see.
like Anka at all. I'm not even going to lie to
Really?
you.
Interesting.
I don't. I don't find Anka appealing.
Interesting.
Couldn't even tell you why. I just don't find Anka very appealing.
I mean, I think they're both endearing, except for the whole mishap we had with the Isabelle bot.
Yeah.
I still don't know how
Anka just does nothing for me.
Interesting.
Which is like, you wouldn't think Anka would do nothing for me, but Anka does nothing for me.
Yeah, that surprises me. Oh no, the green blobs have escaped from Super Mario.
Oh no.
But yeah, Brave. I've now entered into the second section, the second part of the game, where where Samus has been stripped of her power armor.
And I was looking with respectful concern for her
Yes,
well-being.
definitely.
And she's not a naked Anthro Fox lady? Come on. Worst thing
Actually, what's
ever.
really, not to give you spoilers, but the funny thing is that given the state of her genetic stability, that's actually like that wouldn't be inconsistent with canon entirely.
Good. I like that fact.
Like, given that she's got a lot going on biologically, I'll just put it that way.
Yeah, she's part bird.
Hey, look, she was raised by giant bird people with like world-changing technology. You're gonna be little different. I was a little disappointed that her power armor works like Sailor Moon logic, though, and it's not like put on like actual armor. I don't know why, but I kind of liked the Metroid universe being a little grittier than that. Like the fact that she actually has a magical girl transformation sequence in Other M. That game has a lot of sin. Okay?
I mean, isn't that game like controversial anyways?
It's exceptionally controversial, yeah. Like, it doesn't do
don't know
everything
much-
wrong, but it
I don't know
does an
much about
awful
the
lot.
franchise, but I have heard a lot of bad things about that one.
Oh yeah, Oh yeah, to anybody who's watching, if I get 100 followers, I'll play Other M. 100 followers and I'll get Other M, and I'll play Other M. I actually own a copy of Other M.
Baby.
If you all enable me to, and if everybody who's watching this helps me get partner, then helps me get partner and enables me to do all the things that I can do, I'll play Mega Man and bass.
Oh, you do like pain.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds painful.
Kit said, "Follow Zero everyone. For the baby."
God, the way TGS says it is perfect. The baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, my issue with Other M, like, some people don't... A lot of people have issues with different aspects of it, and I think the gameplay was actually an interesting idea. Had some curious notions doing 2.5D stuff. But my biggest qualm was Samus's characterization. I was not...
Yeah, they
Sure.
Not pleased.
Yeah, they completely torched her character and sense of responsibility.
It's also... So you want to hear a funny story? I was watching with a friend, and at their house, and we were watching a documentary on Other M, and my friend's mom was there, and we were watching, and we would get to this part where they were explaining like the control scheme, and they said that the developer was insistent that the game not use the nunchuck. Said no, we want to be able to use just the regular controller, default controller. That's it. And I remember I was there, and I said this with like absolutely zero self-awareness. I said, "Why would you possibly want to play a video game with one hand?" And his mom just starts cracking up, and she goes, "I don't know. I've seen the video games you guys play."
Oh dear.
That's okay. I had revenge more often than not. This same friend had the weird. Okay,
Oh.
so when we were young, when we were young, he would come over, and whenever he would say something really just super cursed, or exceptionally lewd, or like tell a remarkably off-color joke, cosmically almost, my dad would be coming through to feed the cats. And so it kind of became a meme in our friend group when someone said something just truly atrocious to say, "Just feeding the cats."
Oh, hey Brave. Everything
What?
okay?
I'm gonna put this in voice text. I'm gonna let you guys. One second. This is what's wrong. They're selling an exclusive Boon car and a freaking Gotchard card together in a set. If you buy a special movie ticket set in Japan, god damn.
They're putting a gun to your head, and you're like, "Hey, you know this show you like? Sure, it'd be a shame something were to happen to it. Better watch this really bad one."
That's cruel.
Here, have this to soothe you.
It's very cruel.
Yeah,
and it's exclusive to a freaking specific store as well. damn it, man. God damn. Oh, and it's the freaking card that pairs with the Boon Red card they already released. Damn it. Shit, that means I gotta have it. Also need that freaking Boon card, man. Oh. God. Assholes. Absolute assholes.
Sort of like at Games Workshop, every year they have the miniature of the year that if you subscribe to Warhammer Plus, you can get for free. And it's inevitably like a really cool model that is like a cool version of an old one that's out of something. And it's always like carrot and the stick. Oh, speaking of subscriptions, I have successfully now liberated myself of Adobe products.
Oh, come on.
Oh, you saw you?
What?
Ah! You guys are persistent. Yeah, I ended up getting rid of my Adobe because of the changes in policy. Egregious changes, really. And I just don't like paying for something every month when between Krita and I'm looking at like called not Aspire. Anyway, there's better alternatives now than ever. Even like Paint.net for free is pretty solid.
Oh, that's a nice statue.
Oh dang!
I want those bombs.
Look, I guess Fingers isn't the only one turned on by explosions.
And it's gone.
Ooh, I have a stomach ache.
Oh.
I ate some bread earlier today, and I'm wondering if it was bad because after I ate it, I started getting a stomach ache.
Yeah, you see the
It can happen.
yeah, you see the space pirate. By the way, I have the odd feeling like the space pirates are kind of based on the alien, one of the alien monsters from Ultraman.
I know exactly which one you mean.
I don't.
It's the teleporting one, huh?
The teleporting one?
About Bolton? Just talking about Bolton?
Yeah, I think so.
The weird blob one that warps time and space.
Well, there's one that looks kind of praying mantis-ish. I'd look it up, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hi,
Dan.
Dan.
Hi.
He's doing.
So who's ass getting kicked today? Yeah.
We punched a brain in the eye.
Wow.
And now
Sounds like me
now-
when I get chronic migraines. Oh.
and now naked blue lady, road ruin.
Cool.
Any question?
What am I doing here?
I just summed up the plot very, very distinctly and great detail.
Very good,
Yes,
thank you.
clearly.
Where am I going?
There we go.
Good job.
I completely forgot that was a thing.
Congratulations, you are not dead by the zags.
They all zigged when they should have zagged.
SM.
When they should have.
Okay, I actually like this part. This kind of was.
Yep. You all watching this?
Wow!
Now I am.
I love Egyptian hieroglyphs.
Not what that is, but
Chozodian.
I love Zodian glyphs.
It's like if you had Egyptian and Mesoamerican
it's not even an Egyptian
pictographs
aesthetic.
had a baby.
Wow, look at her. She's a lot going for her.
She's remembering Old Bird taking her here as a kid.
Bird.
Is that the guy's name?
Yes, he's actually canonically named Old Bird.
Wow.
Sounds like an
Why'd you
endearing
do
term.
that?
The Chozo had really interesting names. Like one of the main Chozo that in Samus's life was a fella named Grey Voice.
Gray voice.
There's one in Metroid Dread named Ravenbeak, who's really important.
Cool.
So they use fairly...
Sounds very Native American, actually.
Yeah, actually. More literal
Pretty
name.
cool. That's pretty cool.
I think I made a joke in one of my roleplay things. Can't remember what it was, but the kid had spent some time where he crashed like a planet of weird tribal bug people. They had a name for him that translated as Yapping Snowstorm.
Napping snowstorm.
Yapping.
Oh, yapping.
Hey!
Would have been nice.
Congrats,
to, like,
you are known
sleepy
for not
snowstorm.
shutting the fuck up.
Yes.
Yeah. Beam active. Plasma.
Awesome.
Blast through multiple enemies. Varia's suit is now gravity suit. Reduces damage from foes. Enables free movement in water. Stops lava damage. Miscellaneous. Now the space jump. Somersault continually in the air. Press A to mid-somersault to jump again. You got your fully powered suit. Wee!
That's Mary Jane. Oh.
And I love just how you just utterly melt these guys who are chasing you for the last, like, whole rooms. Just make them utterly disintegrate when you shoot at them now. Bunch of the secret power bombs. And the gravity suit, as the name implies, allows you to move through water normally. And other substances. You can basically just makes you immune to the density of the whatever you're in.
I think we lost Brave.
Yeah,
I like Samus's various suit best color-wise, though. This is cool, but I just think the other one's kind of.
hey, Brave.
For some reason, these calls kill my Wi-Fi. I don't know why, but like past a couple days, every single time I get into a Discord call, my Wi-Fi just totally craps out.
It can be resource intensive to network. It's also possible that like it's a peak time in your area.
Possibly.
Still got a bit of a cough, huh?
More super missiles.
Sure.
Give me more super missiles. More.
Cough gets worse. It gets worse in the evening.
The cough or the Wi-Fi?
The cough.
Oh. The allergy. Asthma. Or
I think it probably could be asthma at this point.
or some twisted fusion asthmergies.
That would be terrible.
Some people say ASMR is a sick. Oh,
What?
nothing. Don't mind me. I was making a terrible. I was trying to make a terrible bit.
You have
Oh.
issues.
Excuse me.
I love how the Space Pirates is the Space Pirates blasters can also kill their own dudes, because that's
Yeah.
happened a few times.
Here's,
Yeah.
here's the question. Dan have issues? Do issues have Dan?
Dun,
Think about it.
Dun.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess maybe that's why I. Huh. You got me speechless, man. It's a great
Revenge.
mystery.
Revenge locking up my brain during fantasy.
How do you know? Really? I fucked you up that much? It's stayed with you long term? Wow.
I run on
I'm-
Spite and Cheetos, Dan. Spite and
I'm
Cheetos.
really sorry. Jeepers.
I'm teasing.
There is one thing I do need to look at, though.
Me, look at me! Look at me!
It's a picture of me looking at you looking at me. And Smee makes
Wow.
3.
Look at this graph! Look at this Tylenol. Every time I do, it makes me lol.
Is that so?
Okay.
And then I have a big headache. And it make my booty quake.
But
What?
you have some explaining to do.
I'm trying to make a song, but it's coming out all very wrong.
Yeah, no kidding.
I heard Nickelback has a new album. Something like that.
Wait, they're still alive?
Apparently. They released something new as of recently. I haven't bothered to listen to it. But apparently they're making music.
What else would they make?
I don't know, man.
Well,
Something that's on fire, preferably their production studio. Anyway.
Yeah, you will. You would.
I feel sad that my mom loves Nickelback.
Yeah, you know what? Everybody thought Smash Mouth was a meme, and they got popular.
They are a meme, no.
They are a meme. They're a great meme. They're a great meme. They're a great band, and they made great music. I don't know if they're still in business after what's his name? The front man died of liver cancer.
Oh, that's sad.
It is. I'm only really blessed that I got to see a concert of theirs before the passing. Which sucks because his only son's like pretty young.
I don't want to go to work tomorrow. It will suck.
Now stem Orbinach.
A what?
Yeah, there's tons of ideas that this mothership is actually the wrecked ship from is actually the wrecked ship from Super Metroid.
Interesting.
Super missile tank, but I need to have super bomb in order to open that door. Move forward, Gonk droid. Move forward,
Bruh.
Gonk droid.
Bruh.
Gonk droid.
Yeah, that's what we call it, is Gonk droid.
It's a thing from Star Wars.
I see.
They have a name. And you should call them as such.
What if
No,
I don't
yeah.
want to?
Then you
You
will.
can't stop me.
No, I can't. But I will be very
Can't
I will be
control
very
you.
cross at you.
Well, I'm kidding. I just meow at you.
I
Remember,
Grab
you
the
cannot
water
control
spray bottle.
No, do not. That is kitty abuse.
I don't think he cares if it's kitty abuse or not.
It's gonna get arrested.
I call you a bad cat and grab the astral glide.
What?
Oh,
I
Okay.
take the bottle and I throw the entire thing at your face and
Oh.
leave. Good day, sir.
how rude.
I say to you, you are goopy and icky like this bottle of Astroglide. Some people really like to have you around. And I do too. But right now is not the time. So now I Astroglide away. Ah!
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I have brain off.
Me too. This is what happens when my brain turns off. The limiters on my brain have turned off.
I
Evidently.
see.
Huh? What?
That gets
Ready?
I believe Roshan said I see at the same time that you said something.
Oh. Okay.
Where are the columns?
Gonk droid. Move forward, Gonk droid. By the way, anybody else? By the way, who's your favorite trash can robot?
You.
Yeah, you.
Get wrecked, silly. Silly Billy.
That won't work on me, you silly Billy. Silly Billy. bum, 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 bum. Whoa. Whoa. Excuse me. MEP.
Return.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Silly fox.
Yeah,
Have I missed the boss fight with giant green squirrel? That's totally the boss of this ship. Big.
Hmm.
His name is Ricardo. Giant space.
Ricardo Fellini from Gundam Build Fighters.
Sure.
Wow.
You ever watched Gundam Build Fighters? That show is a fun time.
I've not. I've watched most of the Gundam shows. That's one I somehow missed.
It's one of the more fun and lighthearted ones.
Kind of rare.
And honestly, probably my favorite Gundam show. Period. It's just more my speed than most Gundam is. So I really enjoyed it. Honestly, it was kind of my gateway into Gundam in general.
Power bomb.
No, I really liked it. I recommend
Hey,
it.
you got the alien explodey ball.
You know, the whole thing was on YouTube at one point.
Was it?
Officially.
Power bomb tank.
I don't know if it still is. Oh, check.
Now I have an option. Do I go after the boss of this ship now, or should I take the time to actually try to get everything?
I've got a decent amount of time so you could get stuff, but it's up to you. There's a lot of backtracking, unfortunately. Some of it.
They really did remove it. I had heard rumblings of them removing it from YouTube at some point, but they actually fucking did it. Shit, man. Yeah, never mind. Apparently they removed Build Fighters from YouTube.
Aw.
It was like up on the official YouTube channel and everything. Apparently they got rid of it. Took it down so that to sell the Blu-rays.
Ouch.
Yeah, I kind of wish they would just leave. I kind of wish they would just leave it up there, like they took down
They
the.
did for like almost a decade. Like seriously. Like it came out in 2013 and they left it up until like 2023 apparently. Left it up for about a decade. It was all just to sell the fucking Blu-ray. Fucking bullshit. Meanwhile, it was like Build Divers, the freaking spin-off is still up on YouTube. That whatever. It's bullshit. Are they expecting me to go? Fucking buy all the expensive ass Blu-rays.
In a minute. Okay, yeah. Okay. I really want to try it because the moment I start battling the boss here, I do end up running into a situation where I kind of have to.
You can't go back.
Yep.
It locks you into a whole thing.
Hey, Kit,
Ricardo's a dick like that.
Hey, Kit, do you want to know what Build Fighters is about?
I know vaguely what it's about, not in detail.
Yeah, bunch of kids
No, it's like attorney arc
making
kind of thing.
Gunpla, and the Gunpla are freaking animated by these things called Plavsky particles, and they fight each other.
Cool.
Fight each other with animated model kits. Like, what the fuck?
Wait a minute. What's this Mecha Ridley thing, and what have you done with Ricardo? At least this one doesn't scream constantly.
My head
Surprised you
hurting
don't use-
again. I'll be. Oh, I gotta go now. Bye.
Oh, see that.
I'm sorry.
Me too.
I'm surprised you don't use super missiles more. No.
We.
That's a new one.
Hello, I'm Mr. Frog. Y'all ever fucking watch Smiling Friends?
I've heard of it. I haven't watched it personally.
Very funny.
I've seen a little bit of it. I like it.
Oh, I didn't
Very
even
funny.
realize how much damage I was taking.
It is.
Oh, I didn't either. I thought you had another
Gilbert-
few squares.
It is the thing that has Gilbert Gottfried's last role before he passed away, where he voiced God.
Mm-hmm. He voiced God.
Yes. Yes,
Boy,
he
heaven's
did.
gonna be interesting. Welcome to heaven! We've got a buffet!
My test.
But you fools!
It's really funny. And I don't know who voiced Satan in it. Everybody thought it was James Rolfe for a bit, but turns out it wasn't.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of attached to South Park Satan for some dumb reason, even though he's just, well, dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I like that, like, people, like, a lot of people in the South Park wanted to go to hell because they said Mormons were the right religion, so they're the ones in heaven that are, and, like, not everyone's keen on hanging out with Mormons for eternity. I also like the one where they introduced the Canadian devil as a character,
Yeah.
which raises all
Canadian
sorts
devil.
of theological questions.
Yeah. South Park is just
Oh, dang, he kept floor them that time.
interesting.
Good. Vengeance for Ricardo.
Ricardo. Hey, Ricardo.
Self-destruct mechanism
That was very
activated.
racist, sorry. You know what else in their Smiling Friends I think is really fucking funny? The one with this guy, where they have to help this guy called Mr. Frog get his career back, but he's just like the worst individual ever. Hello, I'm Mr. Frog. It's just no, it's very funny. very funny episode. There's a lot of really funny episodes of that show. I highly recommend watching it if you ever get a chance. A shame that the only streaming service it's on is HBO Max, I think. It's an Adult Swim show.
I have issues with supporting that service because of some of the stuff Warner Brothers has pulled and the way they've done like a lot of media
Same.
erasure. But yeah, I know they've got two.
Move, Gonk Droid.
I think
I need
Smiling
this
Friends is like right now the second most popular show on Adult Swim behind Rick and Morty.
I need you to move that way so I have enough room to run.
I'm amazed they even continued Rick and Morty, to be honest.
They certainly have been. It's don't know why they have, but they have. I'm shocked it's gone on as long as it has, but it only has because it makes money.
I feel like Rick and Morty, like if Star Trek always says go boldly where no man's gone before, and I feel like Rick and Morty is like that. Maybe you don't need to go everywhere. It's okay to not.
Yeah.
It's okay to chill.
Kinda. Rick and Morty is very nihilistic. I think.
That's the thing. I like some of the stuff, especially the more absurdist episodes, but it could be really, really fatalistic and
for sure.
But yeah, it could just be incredibly negative, and it also perpetuates this thing that like, oh, the smart people are miserable, and it's because you see things as they are or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it pushes a lot of weird, cynical stuff.
Yeah, it is a very cynical, nihilistic show, for certain. Without a doubt.
Got this. Other shit. Oh, dang, you could not have taken another hit. That was well done. Oh, good, you're gonna steal their space tadpole.
No, I really think, yeah, Rick and Morty is very, very nihilistic. Damn nice.
That freaking space pirate tried so hard.
Yep.
Did. Well, there goes my promotion.
Boom, 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 boom.
Hey, Samus, how about you don't take the armor off next time until you're actually back home?
Mission accomplished.
Yes, mission accomplished. Mission completo!
And that's it for Metroid Zero mission. But we also still have an hour, so I could reload the save and start trying to hunt for things.
If you want.
How completionist do you want to be?
Complete.
Oh, well, yeah, that'll take a minute, so that'll definitely use the time.
Yeah, by the way, I did respond to Thingy. Kit?
I have.
You okay?
Lately-
You're cutting out for me.
Oh, I am? Goodness. Hello, hello.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, there we go.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yes,
I
yes,
like
I-
pudding.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I was afraid I was gonna have to read my thesis on why potatoes have feelings.
What were you saying?
So what I was saying is, I have found my ability to multitask of late less good than it used to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's usually a computer thing that too much. was the thing I've been less good at. Maybe I need to do like, maybe I need to roll with that. Maybe I need to put on that resume. Be like, software engineer and monotask. Only do one thing at a time, but by God, does he do it?
Do one thing at a time. I do one thing at a time. I do it very well, and then I move on.
Well, do get to it if you can.
Oh, you're good.
But yeah, look at the very tiny picture right here. Aww. Samus and the bird peoples. Yep, we only have the helmet removed because it's based on your percentage.
We call it the brave wolf theory of game design that reward the player by making the ending screen progressively more naked the better they do.
Yep. Grade for collecting items is 74%. So I would have to find a way out of Chozodia and try to find a way to collect everything. Oh, and in case anyone is wondering, you can go to options, and if I want to, I could play the original Metroid as well.
Oh, I wouldn't. Okay, I gotta admit, I'm curious about how mad you would get playing that, because that's really hard and annoying.
I have no desire to do that.
It's really... Okay, as a fan of this franchise, I will admit that the original Metroid is kind of awful.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love the franchise, but it just is not.
Yeah.
What's funny, though, is I remember my brother and I using graph paper to make our own maps because we were so fed up with not having a map and getting lost.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Luckily, as of Super Metroid, they're like, hey, you know what would help this game that's about like navigating a maze?
A map.
You know, knowing where you are in the maze. That would be helpful.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. There we go. Oh, wait.
You can use power bombs to uncover some hidden blocks, but like they're very greedy with the ammunition.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, I think you can actually go through. I think that all is.
Yeah, there's speed booster blocks there that I think I need to just jump into.
Oh, it was speed booster. I was trying to remember if it was screw block or screw attack.
I wish it was the screw attack block. That'd be a lot easier to deal with. See?
Ah. Dude, shine sparking is so obnoxious sometimes. They make it a little easier in Dread, thankfully. Shine spark. I always thought that sounded like one of the extras from My Little Pony or something.
Hey Kit, that's now that we're past the point where I have to worry about hiding anything. Would you be willing to look up how to get this missile tank?
Oh, sure. That. Could be wrong. While I look it up, but I be wrong. But I think.
Oh, there we are. I got it.
Okay, I was gonna say I think you have to jump just right or shine spark, and then there's an obnoxious
Okay, yeah.
gauntlet because you have to get through there without triggering the beam. That's the worst part. So I think it'll reset in a minute. I don't think you need to go through a hatch. Oh,
Oh, whoops.
could be. Yeah, just have to jump just right. It's. What do you know? Google AI summarized this correctly. Having some serious AI Just looking up all the Chozodia items in case you need any other.
You go.
I like the name Chozodia. Like that'd be like us naming a city like Humanville.
What, is that weird?
I'm sorry. I would like to apologize to the many proud citizens of Humanville. It's insensitive.
Yeah, how could you?
Okay,
You're
yeah,
gonna
it looks like
cancel now.
it looks like I do
And
have to
killed and
exit in order to
stabbed.
reset this room.
That sucks. I'm sorry. I thought didn't. But yeah, there's that obnoxious little screw attack.
Oops.
Yeah, I love the
All hail the Omnissiah and his stupid screw attack.
In the name of the Emperor, finish this!
In the name of the Emperor, finish!
Sort of like the obvious Mortal Kombat joke. Finish him! Now? Here? In front of everybody? That would be a cool stream that I don't know why I didn't think of that. I like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, you're thinking you might
The
do
arcade mode. Arcade mode fucking cheats, so that would be rage-inducing and fun. No, it does. It's actually coded to cheat. Like that's not a thing I'm making up.
I believe you.
Yeah.
Like it
And-
responds at the input level before any human could even like. It happens like the millisecond it detects an input. Like just inhuman reflex.
Yeah.
You often have to beat Kintaro in 2, for example, by being just the cheesiest, most obnoxious jerk in the world.
Ah, this sucks.
Learn to fight with honor.
I'm too early that time.
You know what they say. All I need to know about life I learned from Mortal Kombat movie. Big guy with 4 arms being a jerk. You just kick him in the dick. That last one's the hardest. That one pisses me off. I remember this section very well. I like the description. It will likely take you many frustrating attempts to get this. Understand.
Yeah. I was frozen today. I had to do that at least once this game.
Sure.
Have an idea.
Whoa, I need to join Team Rocket.
Dang it. But wait a minute. Okay, I know what to do. I know what to do now. If this works, I'll be a genius. As soon as I get down there.
If I had a concussion for every time I said that, that would be my life. Oh wait, that is my life.
There we go.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Oh, look at you, smart man.
Damn it.
Oh no! Oh, you almost had it. That is a really smart idea.
Let me check something down here real quick. Try to see if I can make this work.
Guys, the heat in Utah is bad already. I found out that it's probably going to hit 100 the afternoon
Holy shit.
already. Already usually ready for this shit until July.
That's crazy. It doesn't get too bad for you guys down there.
I went for a walk today that certainly took it out of me more than I was
I know you
pending.
guys had a worse winter than we did.
Utah, well, it depends on part of Utah, but northern Utah, definitely kind of a place of extremes. It gets very hot, it gets very cold.
Yep. The desert.
Hmm. What it really should do is just reset the... What it really should do is just turn off at the, like, have the alarm deactivate and the lasers turn back on.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it just becomes, that's how frustrating it gets.
There are times where I feel like emulator rewind is 100% justified. This would be such an occasion.
Dang it!
See,
I
I've
did
never
it
done
again.
this. I've never done this the Shine Sparky way. I've just done it to hate my life and get a collectible game.
Okay, I forgot I have to leave. Ugh. Okay, I have an idea. I think I could do this. Hold on a second. I do have an idea. Okay, I need to be a little lower. I got it. Now I just have to put it all together. Y'all ready for this?
Good.
Good. That's one. Yep, I didn't hit down fast enough. Hmm. Yes!
Yay!
Shine, spark, ho!
It's not a nice thing to say about one of Ponyville's esteemed residents.
Eh. Okay, so it shows like this. It shows like a green thing on top, but I don't know what it's about. But I think the only thing I need to do is collect items. I don't think I need to worry about the map.
I think it means that Samus got the Apple map version of the Chozo.
Apple map of the Chozos? Oh dear. Welcome to Samus Aran's versions of Apples to Apples. Baby to baby.
Kit said, "The baby."
Wait, Kid, are you not using your mic right now?
No, I just like the way that the TTS thing, baby, 'cause it's like really similar to the cadence that that Samus uses in Other M. Like that's part of the problem. The voice actor is very. Well, there's lots of problems.
I see.
Move, gonk droid. Ah.
Okay, can I mention something?
Yeah?
I'm playing through FF13 again right now, and there's supposed to be a stealth section where you're supposed to avoid the enemies, but you can just fight them and there's no penalty.
Sure. Okay,
It's like when you're entering Palampolum, you're supposed to be like hiding from the army, and I'm just like, nah. Because there's no penalty, so why wouldn't I? It's free XP.
Yep. And by the way, question, have you run into any, like, major towns yet?
Any what?
Major towns.
No, it's kind of weird. This is the first one.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's one of the bigger gripes when it comes to Other M. It is effectively a hallway.
Oh, so same criticism as with 13?
Which is even worse for a Metroidvania, though.
That's true, yeah. With a Final Fantasy game, the story is often a bigger focus. But with a Metroidvania, it's supposed to be an exploration game.
Wait, what? What do you mean, like, Metroidvania?
I mean, a Metroid game. I misspoke. Just shut up.
Metroid falls under the term of Metroidvania.
No, I mean, like, I don't know why that Roshan was like comparing Metroid to like calling Final Fantasy game Metroidvania. I understand.
I'm not calling Final Fantasy a game. I'm not calling Final Fantasy a Metroidvania.
There should, dude.
That
That
was
would
not
be
intentionally.
Final Fantasy Metroidvania. There's an idea.
That is an interesting idea, but that was not what I was saying.
No, you're good. It would be like Castlevania. I'll even.
Yeah, I'm just going around butchering the army guys, and even though we're supposed to be in hiding. Well, screw
Kit
being
said,
discreet.
"I was glad to see Adam again. I left because I didn't like him bossing me around. But now it's different. Now I can't use any of my own weapons until he says so."
Is that so?
Yep, that's one of the problems that's one of the big issues when it comes to Other M. Look, I would like it would be I don't actually legitimately I don't think I see any good reason for that to be the case.
It's one of those things where it's a game design conceit that they're like, hey, is there a reason that she wouldn't be able to do that? And they're like, we'll think of that like when we're done with 90% of the game. We'll make up a reason. When that seems like a fairly early question you'd ask yourself. And like I get it, like not every game design like Mega Man resets every game, right? But it didn't make sense with the way they wanted.
I see.
I just think that there's a subfield of game design called ludology, and it basically is like a balancing story and mechanics. Because there's some people who say that you want to design mechanically first, and that the story is always a secondary. But there's other
Depends
people
on
who
the
think
type
that
of game,
it's
doesn't it?
But yeah, obviously, but that's true. But another school of thought is that you strive to interweave them, and that the story is as iterative as mechanics can. So that's kind of a whole thing, but I just feel like when you have questions that obvious, you either roll with not addressing it, like they did with Mega Man, where Mega Man just starts over, and you just go with that, or you make it make sense in the universe. You can't have it both ways.
Yeah, one of the big issues that happens, like for example in Metroid Prime. Metroid Prime, Samus loses all of her gear because there was an explosion that knocked her back into a wall and just hit her in just the right way to cause her suit to explode.
Look, it was a very specific explosion. It was a very specific wall. Very embarrassing day for Samus. She doesn't like to talk. At least that made sense, right?
Yeah, but everyone still hated it.
Well, sure, it was kind of silly, but like at least it makes sense. At least it makes sense. Her suit was damaged. It lost some capability. It wasn't just that, like, oh, army guy who I haven't talked to in years, who I could, like, crush his head like a melon, said no. Adam Malkovich is a whole other subject, though.
Mm-hmm.
What
do you mean close calls? We killed all of them in, like, an instant.
You gotta love when RPGs do dialogue like that without taking into account the fact that you might have just mopped the utter floor with them, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
You think we made it past all the guards, huh? I mean, killing all of them does count.
Technically you did. There's a World of Warcraft meme going
There's
around.
an item here.
Mm-hmm.
There's one of the survival guys use a path called the Unseen Path. They also chuck bombs.
Mm-hmm.
So the is all throwing bombs around, technique of the Unseen Path. To which I naturally responded, "Hey, blow it up! You can't see it anymore."
Kit, you're roboting.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no! Boop. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Robot.
You're sounding better now.
Robot. It's because I said World of Warcraft. The gods of gaming.
Behind a power bomb box is another power bomb.
That would be like a jigsaw trap. Inside this key is a key.
Inside this key is another key. And inside another key is that key. And then, get wrecked, nerd, that key is actually a bomb!
Sure.
Okay, so let's see here. There's still 2 energy tanks, 1 missile, 2 super missiles, and 3 super bombs.
Mm-hmm.
Because the game now tells you what stuff you're missing.
Oh
Handy.
my god, we're fighting cleaning robots.
Oh, you're clean. You're battling Gonk droids too.
You've never battled to the death with your Roomba, Roshan? Those things are vicious.
Oh, I haven't.
That's what they want. That's what they want you to do, is underestimate. That's how the Roombas take over.
Then they go from Roombas to Vroombas, and then they dominate the world.
Gosh, it's funny you said the word Roomba. That's a thing I
These guys are pretty
can't show you
funny.
yet. So how are you liking 13 so far, overall? I know you're still kind of...
Like I said, I don't think it's as bad as its reputation is. I would definitely put it behind a lot of others.
A lot of the criticism is inflated. I would agree.
I'd say, I don't know. Like, I don't think it's terrible. It definitely has some flaws, though, that you can't really ignore. I don't know, it's hard.
Oh, I see. I have to go.
Sometimes it just is like that. It's like a mixed bag, and like a lot of internet media analysis evolves into thing bad or thing best.
Yeah.
When a lot of times
Booney.
it's some things about thing good and some things about thing bad.
I would,
I love media literacy.
like I
just-
said, I'd probably put it around where
Love it.
8 is, where it's like, it's flawed in many ways, but I like it, weirdly. It's not what I'd call fun. Like, it doesn't work that well, but for some reason I'm enjoying myself while I play it. You know? Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, absolutely makes it. I say that about it a lot. I said, "Oh, I love it. It's almost an amazing game." It comes close in some ways to being a really good game. And I think it's worthwhile. Like, you can still have good experiences even with like faulty, media.
Yep. Let's see here.
Some of my favorite games are objectively not the best.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think there's like, I think when you're doing any kind of critical analysis with media, like sometimes there's a difficulty for people distinguishing between like their emotional response to something and like a more critical eye, because you can have a positive emotional response to something that on a critical level is not really that great.
Yeah, I think
But-
that's how I feel about 13. I feel like I'm enjoying myself. I do, though, the one thing I will say is I do actually think the combat system is pretty good. That's definitely a controversial thing, but
It has some cool ideas.
I think its main problem is it could use control in some areas that it doesn't have it.
very much agree.
I think if it had gambits in 13, it would have made it a lot better. Like, I think if they made it a little more similar to 12 in some aspects, the combat system would really shine. As it is, I'm still really enjoying the combat system, but it's definitely imperfect. Right?
Okay, I'm back
Yeah,
on the chosen
yeah,
ones.
for sure. And I think that one of the biggest weaknesses is that it takes so long for the paradigm system to feel, and a lot of people just get aggravated by that.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
because one of the things that's said is like, oh, the game gets good about 5 hours in, and that's because that's when all the paradigms are unlocked, and you can actually level up anyone any way you want.
That only took you 5 hours. Feels like, and I could be wrong, but it feels like when I played it, I thought that took like 10-ish hours.
Oh, 10 hours might be the more accurate number. Sorry.
I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe I just am maybe I'm just sucked at it, but I just remember it being really long. Like, it felt like it felt like that they wanted to ease you into it because it is kind of fast paced, but they went way too far with the hand holding.
Yeah, so much so that there is a specific area specifically trying to.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What happened?
Oh shit.
What happened?
Choose
Change option.
Kid, are you secretly
Oh.
Mickey Mouse?
Get lost. What did I do? It was Mickey.
You did like the Mickey Mouse. What happened?
No.
Oh yeah. Well, shit. Did you dislodge the card? Did you knock the cartridge a little?
That sucks.
What happened?
Maybe the
Being
cartridge got
crapped out.
Uh-oh.
That's all I can figure. Maybe the cartridge got.
Is it not loading anymore?
Okay,
Oh shit.
I have to check this. Hold on a second.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Did we just watch Zero's copy of Metroid Zero Mission die alive?
That would be very unfortunate.
We'll have to call the stream Ricardo's Revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sucks. Old hardware can be really perplexing when it goes.
Let's hope this works.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Okay, we're
Hey!
Look at that.
So what did you do? Just adjust it?
dear.
You just adjust it, or?
No, I ejected it and then blew on it.
Oh, the
The
really old school fix.
old school method, yeah.
Or was
Oh
I?
dear, options for what direction I can go in this game. That's going to be interesting.
Holy cow, you found a branching path?
There have been a few
That
of those in this. There have been a few.
Which leads to my next
Not
question.
as much as preferable, but
Here, where was I?
The hallway. You know what the hallway criticism that I think makes the most sense is the fact that it makes the world feel less explorable. It makes the world feel less like you don't really go into a lot of experience them. That would be that. So like, I don't have a problem with linear design. Like 10 was really linear, but in 10, you actually like it feels like you explore places when you're actually there.
I'm gonna actually disagree with you there. I think this game feels very similar to 10.
I mean, I think there's a lot of comparisons, but it just felt to me that like 13 was always hurrying you along past actually being anywhere. And maybe
I'm
and
thinking
like I said,
about
it's-
that because I'm not sure if I don't know, because I feel like I definitely had the same problem between. I feel like 10 sort of had the same problem where I didn't really feel like I was ever going anywhere too.
yeah, no, I
don't know if that's. I don't know if I'd say they're that different.
I think. I mean, I'd say they are a little, but maybe that's just me.
I don't know.
10 has 10 and 13 actually have really similar design
Well, same director.
philosophies in like how they ease you into the combat, how they keep things very focused and linear. There's not like a world map sort as much.
Yeah.
So there are similarities to be made, and I think it left some lasting impacts that the current Final Fantasy uses to good effect. Like the stagger system is really cool. I think.
Yeah, and it's used in 7 Remake, it's used in 6, it's used in 16.
Mm-hmm. So,
Although I do have a friend who has some issue with the stagger system.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling like it causes the it causes the battles to last way too long, and also and also it doesn't feel like you're doing as much as you actually should be doing when you're fighting against enemies, because it feels like you're just whittling down their defense.
I think it's kind of like games where you have, to me it's like the RPG version of games where you have a boss that's got like a weak point, but you have to like work to get the boss to expose that weak point. To me it's like an RPG version of that. If that makes any because you're focused on that critical tipping point when you can actually deal really tons of damage, and then trying to like persist it.
Yeah, but that would lead me to my next argument of why not just have an enemy have a weak point that you need to find then?
I think because in an RPG where you don't have positional control, it would make less sense because you would just be targeting stuff. In something like 7 Remake, I could see that working because you have like free movement. But in 13, when you don't, I don't see that. Like, I think that would be less strategically.
Okay, yeah, but I am talking more along the lines of 7 Remake.
Yeah, 7 Remake, I definitely does have boss battles that do go on a jolly good long time sometimes. And so I'd agree with you on that for sure. I do think there's some that were
I'm
a little too hefty. But I guess it's part of the cinematic approach is to make bosses really fix whole experiences, but like having every single boss have like at least 3 phases is can be a lot sometimes.
Yeah, because if there's a game that I know takes a long time without a stagger system, Shin Megami Tensei games.
Oh boy.
Like the freaking I think the 2 to 4 hour fight that is the final form of that is the near final boss of Persona 3, because that boss has to go through every single arcana, and that takes forever.
I will own up to this. Shin Megami Tensei is one of the games I have rage quitted. Like I rage quit Shin Megami Tensei more than I've rage quit just about anything at one point.
Really?
Yeah, at one point I was just done. And I'm trying to remember which one it was, because it was so tedious and so long. And it was a cool setting, so like I wanted to but it just, I don't know, it was a more technical RPG than I was used to, and with a heavy difficulty curve.
I do have a question for you, though. If you could tell me, the stuff that you saw, then I could tell you what game it was. First things first. Was it a dungeon crawler visual looking thing, like where you move by tiles?
Yes.
Okay, so that eliminates all the Shin Megami Tensei, and that eliminates all Shin Megami Tensei games after 2000. After 2010.
Yeah, it was one of the older ones.
So
I can confirm.
And what system were you playing it on?
I want to say the Game Boy Advance.
I don't recall any Shin Megami Tensei games like that made for the Game Boy Advance, but there is one made for the Nintendo DS. Shin Megami
it might have
Tensei...
been the DS. It might have been the DS. It might have. I'm pretty sure it was portable though.
Then the game you were likely playing was Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey.
Oh, okay.
The one where they have those weird weird suits that they were wearing because they were exploring a thing called the Schwarzwelt.
That is the one.
Where it's a
Good on you for narrowing that down.
Yeah. Because I played and beat the 3DS remake of that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember the cover being kind of funny. I remember thinking like that it looked like Darth Vader and C-3PO had a baby.
Oh yeah, that's definitely Strange Journey then.
And I like Shin Megami Tensei like on principle. it's as an RPG, it's always been a little heavier than some demand.
Oh yeah, like you still have a lot of people would still have to get used to the a lot of people would still have to get used to the gameplay, the like trying to figure out how particular spells work. If you don't have a proper explanation, you're gonna have a lot of trouble with it. Like
it's atrociously bad at self-explaining. It's like being self-explanatory.
Yeah, so I have a question for you. Okay, I have a question for everybody here who has not played a Shin Megami Tensei game. Can you tell me what Marin Karen does?
No clue.
I don't know.
Complains to the manager.
Oh, you don't know either, Kit? It's the charm spell.
I'm trying to remember. I knew it was one of the spells, but context is...
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Roshan, I think you might actually like Shin Megami Tensei because status ailments and increasing and using buffs is a very big thing in that game. It's a very big thing in the series.
I see.
Like if you're not used to using, like if you're not used to doing buffs or anything like that, then you're gonna have a lot of trouble. Like I'll give the biggest example is when one plays Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. They could have a pretty decent go about it for probably about a quarter of the way through the game. And then, if I recall correctly, you might have some fun running into Dante, but then afterwards you run into a particular boss. That boss being Matador. The Matador is the first wall of that game. If you do not know how to use buffs or anything like that, you are going to have trouble.
Well, they're just kind of necessary in turn-based RPGs, because otherwise it's just attack spamming.
It's the thing the biggest point of criticism I had from what I remember, and I don't remember it great, I will admit. This is gonna sound dumb because it wasn't that bad of an experience, but I don't remember it probably because I just was so mad at it. Not in a dumb it scarred me way, but in just I just let it leave my brain, so I wasn't mad about it anymore. But I remember one thing that bugged me was that the strategies you employed didn't seem very well telegraphed or explained. And I remember reading about one in a strategy guide and being like, how in the holy hell would you figure that out on your own? It just was a weird, just seemed, I don't know. Maybe, and I will admit, the heaviest RPGs I tend to play are Final Fantasy. I know there's way more technical stuff out there, so there could be the skill issue component, but I certainly didn't find it intuitive. I feel like throwing that sort of thing at a player without giving them context to figure it out is kind of a dick move. I feel that you should at least give people the idea, at least give people some capacity to figure it out.
Oh, I
God,
see.
this one. Yeah, this one. This noxious. It's like, I don't mind there being, like, things you have to figure out in games. Like, I'm not opposed to, like, needing to use your noodle. But I do find you gotta give my noodle something to go on.
Yep. Criteria, there's only one, like, one missile, one super missile, and one, super bomb. Where is it?
You don't get to make fun of me, okay? I may not have hit enter again.
What?
May not have sent. May have
Yeah.
written it and then not sent it, and then
Yeah.
been reminded to send. Again. Just a moment.
Ah, I see what I need to do. Ah. I need to get that there. Oh, we need to land here, then bomb shot. Okay. There we go.
There.
Bucket dog
I
is
see
being
what I need to
really-
do. I think I see what I need to do. See if I can actually test this.
Well, I think Lightning just had a mental breakdown. Like in a very sudden change in character. It was interesting.
There are some moments like that that are not.
I mean, I can kind of see why because of what happened just now. But I mean, you guys have played 13? I can just say it, right?
I actually have not. I only saw the only story that I've seen is from the Booney Ones review.
It is. I've played it. I've played it before. Yeah, don't worry about it. I can guess where you're at.
Yeah, basically, Lightning is like she thinks about the carbuncle falsely, and she's like, oh, I'm a pet, and then just like, wait, what am I doing? Then she suddenly reverses from only wanting to fight from not being interested in it.
Yeah, Hope doesn't take it well.
No, he does not.
He doesn't take a lot of stuff well, but I don't think I would either if I were.
Okay, hold on a second.
He's just like, what the fuck are we even doing then? Which I don't blame him. That would be my response too. It would be like, what are we doing then?
Yeah. I do think the conceit of the world is interesting. I do think like the whole Falsi and the Thief dichotomy, like geez, we better fill the focus or we're gonna be creepy square zombies. But even if we do it, our reward is get to be frozen forever as best we can tell. Yay!
Yeah, it seems you're fucked either way.
Yeah, it's very much a
just one way is a little less crap than the other.
Yeah. No, it's got some genuinely good beats. Like I have argued that I didn't like a lot of the characters, like on a personal level, but that doesn't mean they don't have like good moments. I think Zaz is the strongest by far. I think his story beats are very well executed.
Yeah.
I feel that Lightning could have been better. I know what they were going for, but
yeah, I think they were trying to go for more like a similar thing to Squall, but even giving Lightning the Gunblade, but it is like they completely missed the point of Squall.
And Lightning has good reasons to be the way she is, like, to be fair, but I didn't feel they gave you a lot of
Ren
hooks
said,
that matter. I don't.
Sorry, did I hear Lightning McGunblade?
Hey, Ren.
Hi, Ren.
Hi, Ren.
Yes, don't you know the famous Final
That's
Fantasy
a fucking
protagonist?
banger name.
Lightning McGunblade.
Oh, that's not her name.
No, it is now. Fuck it, that is now.
It is now.
I see. It has
Lightning McGunblade.
I need to take my pills. I'll be back in a sec. Continue joking about that while I'm gone.
Lightning McQueen's evil twin or something.
Evil twin with an over-designed outfit that can do like backflips and cut buildings in half. Yeah.
And by the way, I remember watching the Spoony One's review of Final Fantasy 13, and he gets really hung up on the GravCon that Lightning has. That only shows up in the cutscene and then goes on the fronts and is almost never used again. Even though that an idea like the GravCon would be really cool to do in something similar to, I think the best example would actually be Final Fantasy 15. You know, like how the character is able to like how the characters in 15 are able to jump to different areas of the map.
Yeah.
The GravCon would be a very good means to accomplish something like that. But the problem with that is, yeah, GravCon is never used in the game again. And then there's the gravity bomb that they introduced in the later thing, which is not the same thing. It's a different item altogether.
Yeah, it's some of those decisions I do wonder what goes on with. That game had an absurd development cycle, though, so, like, who knows what gets lost in translation. It's that one. 15 was versus 13 and had, like, 12-year development cycle. It was nuts.
Okay. So we've hit the 2-hour mark. I don't know how you were all feeling about going to bed.
Ren said, 15 is so awesome. Not biased.
I am immensely EP.
And
It is literally the only Final Fantasy game I've played.
well, then it technically is the best Final Fantasy game you've ever played.
Yeah.
But yep, I think it's time for us all to head out since I finally found a save point, and hopefully
Sounds good.
Yeah, hopefully me saving without the game freaking just turning off.
That was sad.
Yeah, happily I didn't lose much progress. And I've already beaten the game anyway, so I'm just gonna try and get everything else. So, thank you all for joining me on this excursion into Metroid Zero mission. Oh, by the way, there is something I do need to tell you. If I do collect everything and then battle against Mecha Ridley again, Mecha Ridley enters into a harder mode.
Oh. He activates the secret get good.
Yeah. So, thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. You all stick around while we get ready to raid the Roo Crew.
How very glib.